Afternoon, wherever you may be. Welcome to another episode of your Average Day Joes. I'm your host, C.
And Judge, so
What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. We made it, guys. We have gone to this last day of work, and maybe not if some of you had the day off, but we are here on the weekend, and it is supposed to be a very nice weekend out here, at least on the West Coast. Not sure about the East Coast, haven't checked the weather there, but we are supposed to be in some breaking record temperatures out here, especially if you're in LA area. We're going to be having like, I guess, 90s, maybe even closer to hundreds. But yeah, out here in the Bay, we're probably going to be in the 75 to 80s, definitely a little bit more warmer than we usually are used to. But nevertheless, we are here. We are grateful. And what's up with you, Jay? How you feeling?
excellent.
Having a good day today?
Yeah, woke up at 3:30.
PM?
Yes.
Oh, damn. Okay. So you got a lot of rest.
Yeah. Woke up, walked my dog, saw the deer, cooked, relaxed, plan when I'm gonna do the boxes this weekend. Chill.
Nice. That's that retire life, man. Gotta love it.
Exactly. Chill.
Exactly. It's nice to be able to rest and not worry about too much, just which the little things you got to do here and there. And that is why we are here on a Friday, because we are having the time to finally rest and not to worry so much about anything or anyone, just chilling and enjoying the weekend. So hopefully you guys do that as well. And oh yeah, in case you guys missed it yesterday, I did go live for you guys at the gym, and I think Jay he did go live on the TikTok, but not on YouTube. So you can catch him on that if you want to see that video. And pretty much, yeah, that was our last gym live until Monday. So we will go back live for you at the gym on Monday and for leg day, and it'll be our harder week. So we're gonna probably get into some squats. Very fun times for Monday. We are your average day Joes. We're going to go over your breaking sports and breaking trends and news. We're also going to give you guys some crypto news and some horoscopes on top of conspiracy theories and words of wisdom. So stick with us and let's get into the sports. What you want to do first, Jay? You got some NBA you want to do, or you got trends?
Yeah, sure, I do. There's 3 games right now. Warriors are getting whooped by the Wolves 73-54. 9 minutes left in the third. Blazers are up 76-69 on the Jazz. 8 minutes left in the third. And the Clippers, they're beating the Bulls 63-57, and it's halftime. Other games today, Pistons beat the Grizzlies 126-110. Knicks beat the Pacers 101-92. Raptors beat the Suns 122-115. Cavs beat the Mavericks 138-105. And the Rockets beat the Pelicans 105-107.
Nice. Anything trending in NBA?
Yeah. Nope.
Cool. Any games to look out for on the weekend?
Uh, Nuggets Lakers.
Oh, it's Saturday.
That should be an easy one. Yeah. And
Nice.
maybe Warriors Knicks.
Warriors, Knicks.
So yeah.
Just those two.
Yeah, this is college basketball time now. No more NBA the next couple of weeks.
Cool, cool. So nothing else trending in NBA. Let's get into some college. What was that?
College basketball, it's March Madness coming up. That's going to be taking over the next until the end of the month.
All right. So let's get into some college hoops.
So the ACC tournament, Duke, they are beating Clemson 68-53. That should be a wash. 3 minutes left in that game. Houston whooping up Kansas 56-34 in the Big 12 tournament. About 7 minutes left to go there. Arkansas, they're beating Oklahoma in the SEC tournament 50-48. Still got the whole second half. Michigan, they beat Ohio State in the Big 10 tournament 71-67. Good win for them. Florida beat Kentucky 71-63, and that was the SEC tournament. Wisconsin, they beat Illinois 91-88 in OT. That was a part of the Big 10 tournament. Vanderbilt, they beat Tennessee 75-68 in the SEC tournament. St. John's, they beat Seton Hall 78-68, and that was a part of the Big East tournament. Purdue, they beat Nebraska 74-58, part of the Big Ten. Arizona, they were trending today because they won at the last second with Bradley's buzzer beater. Very, very, very nice shot. Like it was a tough one. So big ups to him. They beat Iowa State 82-80, and that's part of the Big 12. Virginia, they beat Miami 84-62 in the ACC tournament. Ole Miss, they took down Alabama at the very last second, 80-79. Big loss for Bama. UConn, they beat Georgetown 67-51 in the Big East. And UCLA, damn, they got a big win against Michigan State. That's a big win in the Big Ten, 88-84. That's an upset for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So all these teams that just lost, they got eliminated, right?
I don't know what you're saying. I can't hear you.
So all the teams that just lost, they got eliminated?
I can't hear you at all. Just letting you know I can't hear anything you're saying.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I hear you perfectly, yeah. Yeah, I can hear you good.
Can you hear what I'm saying? Are you there? No? Yes?
Yeah, I hear you good.
Okay. What's up?
I just said all the teams that lost, they all got eliminated.
What were you asking?
The teams that lost, they got all eliminated?
Oh, they're just at it. They're in their conference play right now. So yeah, they're eliminated as opposed to winning their conference.
Oh, okay. Got you.
I don't know if you can hear me, but it means if you get eliminated, you can't win your conference. You could still be in the tournament if they pick you. That's
got you.
If you can hear me, I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, we hear you perfectly, brother. We hear you. All right. That is our college. Anything trending in NFL?
NFL, nope. Just the Seahawks. They're going to have a state tax law, so that could impact the Seahawks.
Oh, okay. So they're gonna get charged extra for players.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Well, yeah, because they're in Washington, and Washington State has a new income tax on high earners.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's called the millionaire tax.
Oh, okay. So I think that's what California just did over here not that long ago too.
I don't know if you can hear. I don't know if you can hear me, but it's called the 9.9% tax on annual income of more than $1 million. I don't know if you can hear me, but it's called the millionaire tax in Washington State.
Got you. And we do hear you. We can hear you perfectly. All right. Let us move on and get into NHL.
NHL, we have 2 games today. Kings beat the Islanders 3-2, and the Blues beat the Oilers 3-2 in OT. That's it.
All right. And baseball was going down there.
The United States beat Canada 5-3, and Dominican Republic killed Korea 10-0 for the mercy rule in 7 innings.
Nice. Anything trending in baseball?
No, just the USA won.
Cool. All right. I think that is pretty much all our sports for today. Besides, we're still going to do UFC, which I will do. Yeah. Let's do some UFC. Let's see who is fighting this Saturday. So, first off, we have your flyweights, Charles Johnson against Bruno Silva. So you got Charles Johnson 18-8. Bruno Silva is 15-7. It's going to be a good one. It can go either way. We shall see. Then you got your light heavyweights, Ion Cutelaba against Kumar C. Ion or Eon, he's 19-11. He's an OG, and Umar is 12-1. That's going to be a good fight. Umar is kind of fresh in the game, so he might actually take it, in my opinion, just because he probably wants some more. The other dude's an OG. He's probably just there for the paycheck at that point. I don't think he's really looking to keep going and winning. And then you have your featherweights right after that. Marwan Rahiki against Harry Hardwick. You got Marwan 7-0. Harry is 13-4. That's going to be a tough one, man. Marwan haven't lost yet, so he's definitely going to have that extra little drive to make another win in his column without a loss, but we shall see. And then you have your featherweights. Andre Fili against Jose Delgado. Andre is 25-12. Jose Delgado is 10-2. Another tough one, but I'm going to go with Andre. He is an OG also, but I don't know. I think he still actually wants it. I think he's trying to go for another, for a belt. So I think he's going to go for that one. And then you have your co-main event, women's strawweight. Amanda Lemos against Jillian Robertson. Amanda Lemos is 15-5. Jillian is 16-8. It's going to be a good one. Both of them are great. Jillian, if she gets it to the ground, jiu-jitsu, she's definitely always has a strong point of her jiu-jitsu. So that'll be a good one to see there. And then your featherweights, you have your main event, Josh Emmett against Kevin Vallejos. Josh Emmett is 19-6. Kevin Vallejos is 17-1. Oh, man, that's a tough one. Josh Emmett, he's a very heavy hitter. Like, he can knock people out with one punch. So my prediction, if Kevin can not stay on the ground, if Kevin takes it to the ground, he might have a pretty good chance. I think Josh, from what I remember, is a pretty good he has a pretty good takedown defense, so it might be hard to get him on the ground initially. But if Kevin can get him tired enough and get him on the ground, I think he has a chance. But if it's stand-up, Josh Emmett has really powerful punches for a featherweight. So he's definitely somebody to look out for. And he does have knockout power, which most featherweights don't. But Josh Emmett actually can knock you out. He's pretty dangerous. So definitely got to look out for him. And that will be your UFC fights. We shall see what happens tomorrow. We got Lily Parker 90 in the house saying, yo, everything good? What up, Lily? Thank you for being here. Everything is good. So that is all our sports for today. Let us move on. And I guess we can get into some Jay Did You Know real quick. We can do a couple of them. I don't know. Jay, he definitely has a little bit of an audio issue with us. So we don't know if we can hear everything all together, but you can hear us now, Jay, or not? Are you still kind of going back and forth? So
off and on.
Cool. Lily Parker says
Bluetooth apparently.
Parker says, glad to hear that. Very glad, very glad. And then all right, let's get into some Jay Did You Know. So Jay, did you know that experts says Iran drone attack on California coast would be very easy to stop? That's what the experts say. Then we got Jay. Did you know? Let's see here. Actually, let me pull up something different. Jay, did you know that there was a treasure hunter who went to jail because he refused to turn over gold coins that he found, and he has now been released? So he can go collect those gold coins that he never told anybody about. Let's see what else we got.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Let's see here, Jay. Did you know that the Trump administration is suing California over the state's nation-leading vehicle emissions rules? I guess we have very strict rules. If you guys know, in California, our rules are much different than everywhere else, which leads to higher gas prices. And it looks like Trump is finally trying to do something about it. That's pretty cool.
I love it.
What else we got here? Let's see here, Jay. Did you know that in Canada now they are having significant flight delays and 55 flight cancellations all throughout the United States just because of all the turmoil going on right now?
I didn't know.
Yeah. Let's see here. Jay, did you know that FAA is issuing a ground stop for JetBlue planes? So if you are a JetBlue frequent flyer, you might be careful, because if you're flying out tomorrow or sometime today even, you might not be able to catch your flight. JetBlue has grounded all their planes. Let me try to find out why. I'm not sure. It doesn't really say why. Huh. That's weird. I guess it's a system outage issue. So they had an outage issue that they're trying to make better. But yeah, they've basically grounded all their flights. That's why. Let's see here. What else we got? What else we got for Jay? Let's see. Huh. Don't really got anything else too interesting here. Satellite spies. Huh. Jay, did you know that a satellite is spied an erupting volcano from a space photo? So I guess there was a volcano that nobody knew about that was erupting. So a spy satellite actually caught those images. That's pretty cool.
That's very helpful. Very helpful.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Jay, did you know that scientists have just figured out how to make aluminum more valuable than gold?
I did not know.
Yeah, man. So that's going to be kind of crazy, but it says that I guess there's some kind of chemical reaction that happens with aluminum, and I guess it's something that they can use that they just found out, and it's basically in aluminum. So now this actually might drive up aluminum prices to some pretty crazy prices. So y'all better cop on that aluminum if y'all didn't know. Let's see here, Jay. Did you know that the Ukraine just got a brand new fleet of 80 M1A1 Abrams tanks?
Didn't know.
Yeah, man. We got Lily Parker asking, how's your stream been so far lately? It's been good. It's been good. Yeah, we just getting everything set up. This is our first week, kind of doing it on a different type of way because now Jay has moved. So we're just trying to figure everything out, but everything is good. And we do stream daily, Monday through Friday. And then we also pull up shorts Saturdays and Sundays, Lily. So definitely check us out. You can pretty much see us every day. Like we're going to have either videos or we're going to go live. And thank you. Lily says she dropped a follow. Thank you for that. That is very cool. We appreciate you, Lily. Looking forward to seeing you on here. And let's see if I have any other information for you guys. Jay, did you know that they added red light cameras in Modesto, and in 11 days they captured 400 possible violations?
Figures.
Right? Lily says, I hope your stream even gets better. And practice makes perfect. That's what they say. So the more we do it, the better we get. I promise you that. But yeah, we've been at it for like a year now. So we know we're gonna keep going. Just gonna get better. We're gonna improve. We're always gonna keep reinvesting into ourselves and make the show always better. So who knows? 5 years from now, we might be in professional studio setups for all we know. But it'll be cool. It'll be cool. Thank you so much, Lily. Thank you. Let's see here. I think that is pretty much it for that. One other one I'm going to do. Lily says, where are you from? We are from California. We are out of San Francisco. I'm out of San Francisco now. Jay is out of Sacramento area. So we are both in Cali, though, Northern California. Jay, one last one. Did you know that I-70 toll road proposal would charge a car $15.60 to cross the whole state where I-70 runs through?
I have no idea.
And that is Indianapolis. That kind of sucks. And Lily says, nice place, talking about California. And she says, also, I am from the U.S., Virginia. Ah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Much love for Virginia, man. I've been through Virginia. You guys, I honestly, Lily, I'll tell you something straight up about Virginia. I've never seen a state that I drove through that had so many dead deer than I did in Virginia. I swear. Like Virginia is like the mecca of deer. Like every like road I was going down in Virginia, like every other mile there was like a dead deer, especially like early morning time from like 5 a.m. to like 7 a.m. You just seen hella deer all over the place, man. It was crazy. And Lily says, can I ask you something really quick? You sure can. We are here for you. You can ask us whatever you would like. All right. In the meantime, while Lily is typing up her question for us, let's move on and get into our trending topics for today. Let's start off with Jay, your trending topic, and that is, what did Trump just announce about America?
Some really good stuff, actually. Stuff that I grew up on. So he is actually going to be announcing that America will rededicate itself to God. And that's on May 17, 2026. He just plans on rededicating America as one nation under God. And Christ as King was the what was trending today on X. Thank you, President Trump. There you
Nice.
go. About that life.
Hell yeah. So he did he do like a whole like he met up with hella people and he said this speech, or he just kind of said it to like on camera to everybody?
Yeah, he said it to everybody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very cool stuff, man. Very cool. Donald Trump is he's the man. He's doing it. He's getting things done.
I don't know why it's not common sense. It was like that growing up, so I don't know what happened.
Right.
I went to Catholic school for 12 years, so I mean, to me, that's just common sense. It's human. It's just, it's just how it is. So I don't know what happened along the way after that, but something happened, and then now President Trump is back, and it's beautiful. So I mean, it's just, these are common sense things to me.
Definitely.
I don't know why it even left.
So, yeah, exactly.
I don't know. But yeah, so I was glad to hear that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think one part of the whole thing is that I feel like because we're such a mixed culture of people, I think that the more of like from the time we grew up till now, I think that a lot of people got a lot more sensitive. I think, and at the same time, before where Christianity in America was really associated with each other in a very stronghold type of way, I feel like we kind of went astray from that because of all the sensitivity. And people nowadays are like scared to even say like amen or God bless you. You know what I mean? Like it's just like it's a sensitivity issue. Like people just like are like, oh my God, I'm going to offend somebody. You know what I mean? So I think that's kind of what's happening there.
I really don't care who's offended if I say it. I really don't. So
yeah, I'm not saying you getting it.
I don't have these sensitivity issues. I grew up a certain way, and I'll always be out there.
Yeah. We're not talking about you. We're talking about the general public. That it became kind of sensitive over the years. Before everything was kind of about God. Nowadays it's kind of like, oh, we all have to say the right, correct political statements, or else people get offended. You know what I mean?
Well, if we are not one nation under God, we will falter.
Exactly.
People don't understand that. People don't understand that.
Right.
I hate to bring up the Nazi regime, but they fell apart because godlessness. That's why.
Right. 100%.
Stupid. And that's what I'm saying. It's really not. This is not rocket science things, man.
Right.
Very, very simple stuff here. Very simple.
Yeah. That is true. All right, guys. So yeah, President Trump has announced a one nation under God again, because we have strayed away from that.
Well, considering we all said it in the Pledge of Allegiance, so I don't know how we stray away from that since it's in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. Like, so that's where when you tell me this whole sensitivity bullshit, I'm like, huh? Oh, but we have the Pledge of Allegiance and it's one nation under God. That's why I'm confused. That's why.
Yeah. Well, hopefully Trump has sorted that out and we will not have any more confusion there. Because
I highly doubt it. May 17th, 2026, he will rededicate it. So that's a good thing to know.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. All right, let's move on and get into our next trending topic, which is also the title of the show. So, guys, I don't know if you've seen this also, Jay, but it looks like Jeffrey Epstein has been spotted in southern Florida. Kind of crazy, but yeah, they have video of him driving down the highway in Florida. Pretty crazy shit. Telling you, this guy's still alive, y'all. He's still alive. But yeah, so here it is. This was a video from today that was shot, and it shows a man in a white cap, sunglasses, and blue shirt who resembles Jeffrey Epstein. This was a shared account from, I guess, X, and it fueled a lot of conspiracies again because now people are asking the question and being like, did he really commit suicide or is he still alive? The funny thing is that nobody actually like followed him and tried to like stop him or nothing like that. And I guess, I mean, like most people are not going to because they're going to be like, oh, that's not him. That's just a lookalike of him. Another old man driving a car, you know what I mean? That looks like him. And there is no evidence or police report linking the unnamed driver to Epstein. But damn, what if somebody actually reported him and they pulled him over and it was really him? I mean, they wouldn't even know that anyway because by now this guy would already have like fake IDs. He would be on a whole nother level, man. There's no way that they would even be able to like publicly like say that that's him. You know what I mean? He would be, he's next level shit. He's protected. But let me show you guys the video because I do want you to see what this person looked like, and you guys can judge for yourselves if this Epstein driving down the highway or not. Let's find out, y'all. We'll do it together. Bro, if that was a lookalike, that's the best fucking lookalike I've ever seen of Epstein, bro. That shit hella looks like him, bro. All right. Did you get to see the video, Jay?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Yeah.
Looks like him?
Just like Andrew Jackson, for sure.
Exactly. All right, let's get into some positive news, something to help raise the vibe a little bit. Jay, let's talk about what happened with this delivery driver.
So a woman named Brittany posted a video online, and she was trying to track down this guy named Richard and his wife Brenda, who are DoorDash delivery people. And she, they basically lost their health insurance, you know what I mean? And she basically started a GoFundMe for them and raised over $570K from over 19,000 people, bro. Like enough to cover their medical bills and let Richard retire. The couple has been married for like 56 years, and Brittany met them at a local burger spot, man. So shout out to her, man, for using her platform right. It's fucking dope.
Definitely.
That's how you that's the type of stuff that needs to happen. That's important stuff in the world.
Right.
That type of stuff, like she used her platform to do this for the elderly, couple.
Right.
That's what you should do. That's what you should aspire to do. You know, she was
Exactly.
obviously in a good position. She's like, you know what? I'm gonna help this family out since they're older. They don't have this, they don't have that. I'm gonna start a GoFundMe. She raised them that. Now they can, he can retire.
Right.
So that's how it should be.
Exactly.
That's hella cool. Big ups to her, man. Tennessee right there.
Yeah, man. Tennessee people are some of the nicest people I heard. You know.
Yes, sir. So shout out to her, man. That's dope.
Definitely. Yeah, like you said, man, a lot of people should aspire to this, and I see now, like, one thing I'm noticing is, like, I see some, like, videos of, like, social media where there's people, like a guy who I know on social media that basically goes to, like, older and elder people's homes where they're like bushes and all their landscaping is all messed up, and he'll literally just do it for free. And this guy, like, every single video now is like over 1 million views. This guy's literally doing all this for free, and now all these donations are pouring in. So he's still getting paid through the donations, but he literally started by just doing free work for, elderly people that couldn't do it themselves and they didn't have the money to do it. And he just cleans up and shows on video exactly like the projects that he does and how he cleans it up and stuff. All the bushes and the trees, makes their houses really nice. And definitely, this guy is like doing it in life. Something that people should aspire to as well.
You got in a lot of trouble.
Did he?
Yeah, certain counties don't let you do that unless it's you doing it, even if you're employed.
Oh, wow.
So he even showed it. He showed like certain ones. He's like, I'm doing it for free for her. She can't do it. She's too old. I don't
Yeah.
care. If you can. The cops were like, if you keep doing it, we'll arrest you right now.
Damn.
A lot of counties are different, man. They're very strict about that.
Right. Right.
He's hella cool for doing it too.
No, 100%.
Hella nice, but yeah, he's gotten in trouble with certain cities and counties because you just can't do that, because a lot of the time it's like I said, unless the woman is out there doing it or she employed someone, then it's different. He's doing it for free.
Yeah. You know? So is there and there's no way around it where they could be like, oh, she employed me to do it. She's paying me, like, give him $1 type shit, and then he's doing it.
Yeah, I mean, they'd have to, like, they have to get around it somehow like that. But $1.
Give me $1, and then it's an actual business transaction. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That, I mean, you'd have to write it up like that with the county. Like, oh yeah, she employed me for $1 to do this.
Right. Right.
Certain cities and counties are just dickheads, bro. That's all.
Oh, I know.
That's all.
Yeah, they don't want the average person helping another average person. Like, you know what I mean? They don't want that in their lives. Just like, just like, if you really think about it, like, in all cities, we can literally, instead of putting on these, like, trees, we can be growing fruit trees everywhere, and they can be producing fruits, and people can literally be eating for free. But we don't do stuff like that because they don't want that. They want people
to. They don't want that. Yep, yeah, they don't want that because then too many people will be, it's a brilliant idea. I think they do that across the world.
Yeah, I think so.
They don't do that here, but it'd be great. So everyone could have food.
Right.
They don't want that. Everyone's about, like, they'd rather, like you brought up the guy that cuts the grass and everything. They'd rather put fines on the old woman instead of having her grass cut.
Exactly.
That's what happens. They're just fining her by the day and by the by the month, and he's just trying to help her out. But they'd rather get the fine money.
Right. Right.
Stupid. Some bitch shit.
And we got Ricky Zas Luis in the house saying, like Trump does for his salary. Yeah, like Trump, he doesn't like, from what I understand, he doesn't like get paid like Biden and them. They were getting paid to be in that position, but he actually, I guess he forfeited his salary or something. I forgot exactly what it was that he did, but he's basically not getting paid or something like that from, like, the actual position that he's in. He has, I mean, obviously other investments.
Of course.
So yeah, very cool. Very cool. Trump definitely, yeah, he's been doing a lot for people, and like the communities and stuff. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. All right, so let's move on to our next trending topic. We got some news of the war in Iran and what happened today. So let me pull that up for you guys. But it looks like Today, we had some missile strikes and they hit key oil hubs. And that's according to Trump. So, according to Trump, we obliterated military targets on Iran's Kahar Island, the hub of its crude exports. He also said the Navy will be escorting tankers still through the Strait of Hormuz. So we will definitely have our ships all protected with oil. Let's see here. An additional 2,500 U.S. Marines will be sent to the Middle East currently, and they're saying that that Trump obliterated every military target on the island, which is a hub that handles nearly all of the country's crude oil exports. Trump warned that although he has held back from striking the island's oil infrastructure, he would reconsider should Iran or anyone else do anything to interfere with the free and safe passage of ships through the Strait of Hormuz. Asked when the U.S. Navy will start escorting tankers through the strait, Trump told reporters on Friday it will happen soon. The Iranian armed forces said Saturday that any attack on Iran's oil and energy infrastructure will trigger strikes on energy facilities owned by oil companies working in the U.S. and the region. U.S. officials have said that capturing Karg Island remains an option as the conflict in the Middle East intensifies. So, we will see what's going to happen. But as of right now, we are going to be sending additional military units to the Middle East, which is going to be that 31st Marine Expeditionary Unit. Sorry, I said that totally wrong. Along with the amphibious assault ship USS Tripoli. And they have been ordered to move into the area. Tripoli, currently operating in Asia, can carry fighter jets and will support the deployment of around 2,500 Marines. The Marine units are capable of rapid amphibious landings, but they also often secure embassies, assist with evacuations, and provide disaster relief. So, we'll see what's going to happen, but it looks like we are pretty much getting to the part of the war that we are just securing everything. It doesn't look like Iran has much left to do besides maybe like cybersecurity attacks and stuff like that. But when it comes to the actual like military fighting, doesn't look like they've been doing much lately anymore, just because I think we took out a lot of their infrastructure. So, we'll see, but we're definitely going to have a little bit more support in the Middle East now with these extra 2,500 Marines. And then Ricky Zas-Louis says they make him take $1 for Trump for his salary. Yeah, pretty much. That's what I heard. We got Jim Borgini in the house. Jim says, I am very unhappy with what's happening in Iran and the price of fuel currently because of what's happening in Iran. But I just can't stop supporting Trump because of all the things they did to him. 2 bogus impeachments during his first term that he was acquitted of, by the way. The gymnastics they had to pull in the court system to charge them with those 34 felonies, which has nothing but a sham. Which was nothing but a sham. Yeah, definitely, Jim. Definitely. You know, man, they want to stop him. They never wanted to elect him as president. He definitely wanted to, he was always like an outside thinker. He was a businessman. He kind of didn't abide by the rules that they were like trying to make him play. At the end of the day, we all know that, it's not really the president that runs the country. And that's why they didn't want him. They tried to take him out because they knew that if he was to actually be president, that he would probably not listen to a lot of the things that they were trying to make him do. And he would kind of go off and do his own thing. And I think that's still kind of what happened, And so pretty cool. And Jim Borgini says, Obama dropped bombs on Libya for 7 months straight without congressional approval. But now they're calling Trump a war criminal. Very true. Very true. And that also goes with immigration. I feel like Obama, during his presidency, he definitely, had a very strict border policy as well. And he basically kicked out a lot of, illegal immigrants out of this country as well. And I think it was a lot more even than Trump has done up till now. But it's funny, like you're saying, how because he was a Democrat, Obama is this like praised guy, you know what I mean? And Trump, who basically did more for us in the first year of office than most presidents do in 4 or 8 years, and yet, you know what I mean? We're still getting all this backlash uh, because Trump is who he is. So that's always kind of crazy, man. Yeah, pretty crazy stuff. You agree with all this, Jay?
Yes.
Perfect. Any final thoughts before we move on that you want to
No,
say? Your own words.
no, I'm good.
Cute. Let's move on then and get into our next trending topic. Jay, what's going down with today as a trending topic?
It's Friday the 13th, man. So last time we had a Friday the 13th in March was the first day of lockdown, 2020.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So yeah, man. A lot of Friday the 13th going on today. Obviously started last night with all the movies, but yeah, nothing terrible. Nothing terrible.
So what? And maybe for the people that don't know, why do people associate Friday the 13th as like unlucky, or what is it about Friday the 13th that people are so like, oh my god, it's Friday the 13th?
Some people do. I don't know why, because I think they just associate it with the movies, and then they think it's unlucky. People don't understand their own powers. They don't know. They don't understand manifestation. They don't understand how things work. If you say it's going to be unlucky, it's going to be fucking unlucky. It's
Right.
really not rocket science here. It's our words are very powerful as human beings, and so that's what I mean. Some people don't understand that.
Yeah. Exactly. Do you feel like the movies Friday the 13th? Do you feel like um, they were done to kind of, make the population scared of this kind of day? Maybe, I don't know. Like, what do you think?
No, I think done for movies, entertainment, Hollywood.
Yeah, but why would they name it Friday the 13th? Like, do you don't think there's any association with why they would even name that movie that?
I don't know. I didn't write the movie, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
They
just
made a
asking for
good.
your opinion.
Oh yeah, they made a good series from it.
Right, right.
But I don't know. I mean, I have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I've never associated it with unlucky ever.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like I don't. It's hard to believe in a lot of that stuff. Like, but I also have a different mind. I believe I make my own luck. Let's just say I
Right.
manifest and make my own luck, and when I really believe something and I put it out there, it usually happens.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true. So yeah, kind of crazy. Um, but yeah, it is Friday the 13th, guys. So happy Friday the 13th. I hope
Good
y'all
thing.
having a good day.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
Jim Borgini says, to be fair, though, I don't like the fact that those two people were killed by ICE agents. I think that could have been avoided, and those guys should be brought up on charges. Yeah, it's that one guy that killed the girl that killed that lady in Minnesota. Like shot her in the face and stuff. I seen the video, and it can go both ways, Jim, because like on one hand, it looks like she basically tried to run him over, and he already pretty much got hit by a car from like a few months before. And I can understand where he was coming from, like he was scared and stuff, and he like did that probably out of just reaction. But it still doesn't, justify him doing that. Like I don't think that what he did was the right thing. I think he could have, like, from the angle that it looked like, it literally looked like he could have stepped out of the way and just avoided the whole situation. But I think he put himself in that situation because he wanted action. He wanted something like that to go down. Did he actually want to shoot somebody in the face and kill them? No, I don't think so. But I think at the same time that he's like, enough is enough. And if this person is going to try to keep moving forward, I'm not going to budge, and I'm going to show like the power that I have and what I can do, my capabilities as being an ICE agent. So I think that it's like it's one of those things, Jim. It's a very thin line because, like, on one hand, his life looked like it was in danger, but on the other hand, he might have been able to avoid the whole situation in general if he was able to just step out of the way, which it looked like he was able. He would have been able to if he actually tried, but we don't know what his mindset really was at the time going on, so we don't know like what it is. And the other guy that you're talking about, Jim, I think it was like, I don't know if I think he was also Minnesota, the nurse dude. Um, yeah, that was kind of like pretty crazy the way that happened too. And on the videos, it doesn't do any justice. It looks like he literally got like, basically got just taken out like right in front of everybody, like headshot type thing. But man, why would you take a freaking gun loaded to like a demonstration like that? And then on top of that, they got you on video from like a couple of weeks ago or a month ago, actually destroying property of the ICE agents, like their car. He kicked like their lights out or something. So, like I said, man, there's a lot of shit. It's not just like a one-sided way. I definitely understand you though, Jim. I know what you're saying. We got Infinite Improbability in the house. What an Infinite, man. Haven't seen you on in a minute. Glad you are here today. Thank you so much. And Infinite says, second of 3 Friday the 13th of the year. The next one is in November.
Oh, no shit.
Yep. This is number 2.
Ooh.
And Infinite says, no one gave a damn ICE was deporting people. It's when ICE started breaking the law to do it when people started to care. Yeah, definitely. Infinite, in your words, or like, the way you see it, what did ICE do to break the law? Like, how did they start breaking the law? Is it because they're like masking themselves? They're not showing their faces? Like, what is your opinion of how they're breaking the law? And I'll let you type that up while we go on to our next trend here, which is also our last trend. But guys, it looks like if you were trying to fly out of the airport in Washington, D.C. today, you might have not been able to because flights got halted and nobody was able to fly out of Washington, D.C. And you might wonder why all the flights got halted. So the reason for the halted flights is that at the airport, they had a chemical smell today. Kind of weird. But yeah, it said that the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration stopped traffic at the 3 primary Washington area airports on Friday. And there was 3 different airports. After air traffic controllers at a Virginia facility had to halt work because of a strong chemical smell. The FAA said the issue disrupted operations at a Potomac Consolidated Terminal Radar Approach Control, which controls airspace over numerous airports in the Washington region, and had forced the agency to stop traffic at Reagan Washington National Airport, Washington Dulles International Airport, and Baltimore Washington International Airport. Airlines told the FAA that they were relocating Potomac controllers to a training facility, and some would need to begin diverting planes because of congestion. Controllers will have reduced radar scopes, so more delays are likely once the ground stops are lifted. About 30% of flights at Reagan were delayed, according to FlightAware. And yeah, that's basically what happened. There was a chemical smell in the airports, and it was weird because it was coming out of more than one airport. So I don't know what the hell was going on over there, but yeah, that just added to some of the chaos, I'm sure, especially coming out of Canada with all those halted flights today. All right. Infinite says, why did Kyle Rittenhouse take a loaded weapon across state lines? Why did he? I don't know. We have to ask Kyle why he did. But from what it appeared to be like, he basically wanted to protect that city or whatever, town he was in. I don't know the whole gist of it, but he did do it. Yeah, definitely. And I guess he was one of those guys that was just tired of seeing all the like demolition and all like the left, like the super left people kind of destroying shit. So I think he wanted to, you know what I mean? He was in that area. So I think he wanted to kind of protect and to be fair, he might have had something in him, where he was like, I'm going to go do this. And if somebody, does something, I'm going to be able to use my gun on these people. So he might have not been in this right state of mind. I mean, I don't know. We don't know what Kyle Rittenhouse was thinking when he did that. And that's not right either. You don't bring a loaded gun as a person being from the right wing that he was. He should have known better. He should have been able to not provoke the situation even more, because when you bring a gun and you're like one of the few people there that is the opposing, from the other side, then of course people are going to be like, they're going to agitate you. They're going to try to press you to get that anger out of you, to get that rise out of you. So I think that definitely had something to do with it. And yeah, did he do the right thing by bringing a gun and he actually killed somebody or shot somebody? Like, nah, I don't think he did the right thing, because like you said, he came from across state lines to somewhere where that it wasn't really his town or nothing. But at the same time, in his mind, who knows? Maybe he really was just trying to be like, this is my right. I have the right to protect this town, and I'm from this area. So basically, like, I don't know. That's all I can really state for Kyle Rittenhouse. Let's see. Infinite says, if it was okay for Rittenhouse, it is okay for Lottie Dottie everybody. That's true, Infinite. That is true, especially if the state allows you to open carry and do that. But I think in the case what Jim is saying, where they basically assassinated him for carrying a gun that was loaded. I totally agree. Like, I totally agree. He should have had the right to do that. I think it was more of the case that the case that this whole thing happened was that he was basically, how would I put this? He almost was like a threat to a federal agent. It's different when you're going on the streets with a loaded gun and you're not basically, you're like Kyle Rittenhouse. He wasn't going up to police officers. He wasn't going up to like federal agents and was like provoking them. He wasn't a threat to anybody that was law enforcement or somebody that works for the federal government. He was just doing it to literally like protect the town that he was trying to protect. But this other guy, I forgot his name, I apologize. But this other guy, he literally was like so agitated, and he kept coming up super aggressive to these agents, and these agents felt threatened. Did they have the right to kill him and shoot him in like the way they did? I don't think it was the right thing to do. I think that was kind of fucked up. Yeah. But at the same time, was he a threat to a federal agent, which is different than somebody just like public on the street? Yeah, I think that was a little bit different. Infinite says almost a threat is the same thing as not a threat. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying, Infinite. I totally get you, brother. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to state it the best way, the nicest way possible, and trying to just kind of look between the two cross lines. But like I said, man, I don't think that he should have got assassinated the way he did, and I don't think that Kyle Rittenhouse should have killed anybody that night or even brought a gun. You know what I mean? To do what he did. I definitely, I agree with you on that, but it is what it is. Everybody's going to have their own opinions on it. All right, so let us move on and get into our movie of the night. We got a good one for you guys tonight. Nice little horror flick. You ready to do the movie, Jay?
Yeah.
Cool. Jay, your movie of the night. You are watching a good one, man. It's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, The Faculty.
The Faculty. What is it about?
Basically about some high school students that are they realize something weird's going on their campus, and they're basically being taken over by like alien type parasites, basically, because the whole faculty is getting infected, and then not only the faculty, then some of the students, and yeah, it starts spreading. Josh Hartnett, I forgot his name in the movie, but he's like, I don't want to say he's a chemist, but he makes certain drugs and he sells them,
Yeah.
And he makes the people that are with him take these drugs, because if they take the drugs, then they'll know if they're an alien or not, because they'll die instantly. So, but yeah, their job is to try to figure out what's going on with their town. So they got to kill the host. the host is the top, like, you know, the main alien, basically.
Got you.
Good movie. Quality film.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one.
Oh man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was in love with Jordana Brewster in that movie.
Yeah, she's good. She's a very good looking woman.
Yeah, and she also did Fast and the Furious. That's where you would know her from as well, in case you didn't remember her. But nah, dude, that the faculty, that cast, bro, that's next level cast, bro. They had so many good people in that movie, bro. Like next
Yeah.
level shit.
Yeah, she this is where it's not her first role, but it was one of her bigger roles before Fast and Furious.
Right.
This came out
I mean,
before that.
exactly. I mean, bro, you literally had Usher, you had Elijah Wood, you had Danny Matterson in that movie. Like you had a hell of people, bro. Crazy shit.
Salma
Whole bunch
Hayek,
of people. Salma Hayek, yeah, bro. Crazy
Famke
stuff.
Jensen, Josh Hartnett. Good movie.
Right. Right. Infinite Improbability says hot for teacher, even with her nerd glasses. Very
Yep.
true. Very true.
Exactly. Exactly.
Pretty damn hot, I must admit. And Salma Hayek, can't go wrong there either. We got Chase 911 in the house saying, "Remember me." What up, Chase? Now I remember you. I remember you telling me that last time you came on. Remember me. So I do remember you. You remember Chase, Jay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. What do you rate the movie?
9.9.
Nice. What's the knock for?
There's just one part in there that I don't like. That's it.
Got you.
Yeah. It was a little too I don't want to say fake, but a little too just over dramatic.
Not really.
That's it. Other than that,
Which
it's a really good film.
Which part are you talking about?
It's just one of the alien parts. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They made it really overly dramatic.
Yep.
That's it. But yeah, other than that, it's a really good film. I'd recommend it to anyone. It's a good one. It's not scary at all, by the way. I know you said scary, but it's not. It's not scary at all.
That's not scary, no. But it's a dramatic. Like it'll definitely keep you on your toes during some of the parts.
Oh, for sure, for sure. It's yeah, I'd say more dramatic than scary for sure.
And dude, Josh Hartnett, his freaking his what did he have? A Chevelle? That fucking car he had in that movie was badass, bro.
Yeah, it's the one the muscle car, the old school one that we always talk about that I think is the meanest one out of all of them.
Yep.
Besides the Shelby GT, the 67.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had I believe that's a 1970 Chevelle.
Yeah, man. That's next level shit, bro. I love that fucking car.
One of the meanest looking cars because it's beefy, it sounds hard, and it's the big body too. Like it really every time I see that, I don't see a lot of them, but when I see it, I'm like, oh shit.
Right.
It just looks mean.
Yeah.
Love it.
Definitely. Big body. Chevy did a good job though with the Nova, the 70s Novas. They really try to make them like the Chevelles. So they have that appeal of a Chevelle, the Nova, but they're definitely not a Chevelle. And the Chevelle's
It's not
next
level. Yeah, exactly. It's not the Chevelle though.
Yeah, exactly. But they did a good job. They did a good job. If you want a Chevelle look, you want to go for that Chevelle look, but not spend the Chevelle money, you get yourself a Chevy Nova, and you can have a very similar look.
Nah, if you really want a Chevelle, the same, you get a Cuddy 442, the Oldsmobile.
Yeah.
Almost the same exact car, except obviously little differences, but still, it's got the 442 in it, like the Chevelle had a 454 in it. So, but they still have the big body. I don't know if you ever seen Nelly's one, but Nelly had a fucking sick ass Cuddy 442, same year as the Chevelle, and it's like it's got the big body, big engine, and it looked mean. It looked mean. They were like two almost identical cars that came out at that same time.
Nice.
Very mean. Yeah, very excellent cars.
Exactly. Infinite says convicted Danny Masterson. Yep. Very, very convicted.
He's
and
right.
Chase. Huh?
He's right.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, definitely. And Chase says, "You do remember me?" Yes, we do.
Yep.
Infinite says, "You can't forget Mr. T1000 himself, Robert Patrick." That is true.
Yep. He was the
The
coach.
coach. Coach
Coach of the football team. Yes, sir.
of the football team. And that was a pretty scary part where, like, basically, like, they were out in the rain, and then, like, they were just, like, these alien shit was coming out of all the players and shit, you know?
Well, that's how they thrive. The rain, the water.
The water, yeah. Yeah.
They were like re-energizing.
Right. We got Melnique Mob in the house saying tonight's topic, question mark. We are doing all the breaking news and trends, which we actually just finished, and now we are doing our movie of the night, which is called The Faculty. Did you ever see that one, Melnique? Called The Faculty. That's a really good film from 1998. Don't know if you've seen it or not. All right, let's do some Josh Hartnett movies. Why not? I don't think we've ever done Josh Hartnett yet.
Jay Hartnett, one of my favorite actors, man.
Yep, definitely.
Fuck, he got hella movies. Holy shit. My favorite one of his? Fuck, man, that's a tough one. That's a really tough one. I'm gonna go. Fuck, he's got a really good catalog, man. My favorite one is I'm gonna have to go. Black Hawk Down.
Okay, that's a good one.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, I like that movie. What about underrated?
He has too many of my favorites, so I'll go 30 Days a Night.
I knew you were going to say that one, but I didn't know if it was going to be your favorite or your underrated.
Well, I mean, it's one of my favorite ones. He has so many of my favorite ones because he's in actual scary movies too.
Yeah.
Which I love. So he's in a lot of movies I like a lot. So
right.
Like some really heavy hitters, dude. He's in some heavy hitter movies, bro. His catalog is impressive as fuck.
100%. 100%. My favorite movie of Josh Hartnett would be I'm going to go cliche on this one, Jay. The Faculty.
It's a great movie. It's a great movie.
And it's got such a great cast. I mean, shit, man.
He played an excellent part in the movie too.
Exactly. He was the savior. The savior.
He was the dude. Exactly.
He was the one. That's true.
That was the dude.
I might have to watch this movie tonight, bro. Now that I'm watching, you watch it because I hella like it.
That's a great movie, man. Great fucking movie.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to check it out. This is where he finds out that his medicine works, that his drugs work.
Yeah. Exactly. Chemist.
Yeah, exactly. As far as underrated, like you said, he doesn't have many underrated movies, but I'm gonna go with Pearl Harbor. It's not underrated, but a lot of people probably don't know that he's in it, and it was a great movie.
That's funny.
I like that.
It was a good one. Very corny, but it was a good one.
No, but I mean, it was corny, but it was a true movie, so it was good because you actually got to see kind of like what the depiction of what happened, during those times.
Yeah, but then when you're in those movies, you see the depiction, but the whole fucking movie's about the love triangle of the girl dating him, then dating his friend, then dating him. Like, fuck.
What a hoe.
Exactly. Drop that shit. Go back to Pearl Harbor shit. Like, come on, man.
Right.
They really focused on the love triangle. Like, bro, show us the war stuff, not the love triangle. Fuck.
I know, right?
That shit was like, what are you doing? Like, she's dating dude and then dating him and back and forth. Like, bro, what the fuck? That's some hoe shit. Like you said, that's hoe shit, bro. Like, come on, man. Stick with one or just tell them both you'll get pregnant by both or whatever the fuck you want to do.
Right.
You know? Weird shit. Weird shit.
100%. Melnique Mob says, Usher? With question mark. Yes, sir. You definitely know that movie, Melnique. Melnique Mob says his best movie is Halloween 2.0. Do you agree with that?
It's not his best, but it's one of, I told you, he's in a couple of my favorite scary movies, and he did a great role in it, but he just wasn't he wasn't like the main dude in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I definitely like that movie a lot. Definitely like
Yeah.
that one a lot.
Right. Halloween 2.0. That's a yeah. That's a newer one. That's a newer Halloween.
No, it's from '98. It's Halloween. It's like the H2O.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
but
the
it's
first
yeah,
Halloween,
it's a good one. It's a good one.
it's a good one. Okay.
Like he plays another one of those school parts.
Oh,
You
okay.
know what I mean? And then the school gets on lockdown. LL is there being the security guard. And then Michael Myers ends up coming through looking for, Josh Hartnett's mom, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this dude got some excellent movies, bro. Excellent.
No, 100%. Infinite is going to drop some movie facts on us. He says, film fact. You remember that scene in Forrest Gump when the old lady said he did not have to take a bus to get to Jenny's? So he started running down the street. If Gump took a left, he would be at the house of Juliette Gordon Lowe, the founder of Girl Scouts. Whenever I buy Girl Scout cookies, I ask the Girl Scouts, when was the Girl Scouts founded? The Girl Scouts was founded on March 12th, 1912. That is why March 12th is National Girl Scouts Day. Oh, that's cool. I never knew that.
That's interesting. I didn't know that either.
So, Infinite, I want to know, how the hell do you know that the Girl Scout founder's house was left from? Like, how do you know that, bro? Like, that's crazy. The founder of the Girl Scout cookies house was right there, bro. And Forrest Gump could have got himself some cookies, not some chocolate for Jenny. Imagine that, bro. I don't know, man. I honestly just tried some Girl Scout cookies probably for like one of the first times ever, maybe like a week ago. And I ain't gonna lie, they were better than the usual type of cookies you buy at the stores. They're a little bit better. Like the ingredients aren't like, wow, they're not like these natural fucking cookie ingredients, but they're not supposed to be, because Girl Scout cookies was meant to be basically sold as cookies to help, fund the Girl Scouts. So I get it, but they have good cookies. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. You ever tried Girl Scout cookies?
Yeah, I knew a lot of Girl Scouts growing up, bro.
Oh, okay.
So
Did you like the cookies?
I've eaten every type that they've had.
What's your favorite?
Don't know the name. It's like a Hawaiian one. I forgot the name.
Oh, really? They have a Hawaiian one?
There's like 7 different ones, bro. And I knew so many girls that were Girl Scouts, they used to just hook me up with boxes, bro.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Yeah, like, I mean, just growing up, I used to eat a lot of that stuff. I told you, man, like I could never gain weight, so it was tough. So I could eat those things by the boxes, bro.
Shit, some people
I
might
can't
call that
remember the last time I had a Girl Scout cookie, bro. It's been a long time.
I know.
Excellent cookies, though, man. They have, like I said, back in the day, they had a lot of flavors. They probably have even more now, I'm guessing.
Right.
But man, there was some good stuff, bro.
I guarantee you, where you stay at now, I guarantee you one of these days you're going to see somebody at one of the stores out there selling some Girl Scout cookies.
Oh, for sure. One of the stores. I was going to say, not up here, though, hustling.
No. They'll be in the stores.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I can imagine that.
They learned a long time ago, instead of going house to house and trying to like sell a box at a time, you just get the mass all from one neighborhood going to the same stores.
Smart. It's the way to do it.
Infinite says John Stewart is the science teacher in the faculty. Stewart was in Half Baked. He was the enhancer's smokers. You ever been possessed by an alien on weed? That was a good line, man. I actually did line. I remember that line.
Yeah, I remember when he was in this. That was fun.
Yeah, exactly.
You had a cool part in this.
Yeah, cool part. 100%. And we got Devil's Advocate 243 in the house. What up, Devil's Advocate? And Devil's Advocate says that's the only box he will eat. True that. The only box of chocolates. All right, so let's move on, guys, and get into our crypto news for today. Let's see for this Friday, Friday the 13th, what's going down in these crypto markets. Currently, we have Bitcoin sitting at 71,253. It is down 0.17%. Ethereum, your largest altcoin, sitting at 2,104. It is down 0.38%. And XRP sitting at $1.40. It is down 0.55%, and it is at number 5. As far as your support and resistance for Bitcoin, your support is at 70,200 to 70,800. Your resistance is at 72.5 to 74,000. Ethereum, your support is at 2,060 to 2,080. Your resistance is at 2,180 to 2,250. And XRP, your support is at $1.36 to $1.38. Your resistance is at $1.43 to $1.48. So yeah, guys, quick recap. Bitcoin is trading around 71,200. Ethereum sits near the 2,104 mark. And XRP is holding around that $1.40. As the crypto market continues steady weekly gains, with Bitcoin maintaining strength above 70,000. So we'll see, guys, what's going to happen there. As far as your fear and greed index, we're at the 30 mark, so we're like right in the very smack middle of the fear chart. And we'll see kind of what's going to happen from there. If it's going to keep moving up, then we're going to start getting closer to the neutral. If we keep going back down, then we're going to get into the extreme fear again. It's still not a bad time to buy, guys. You know, you guys are not getting in at the best exact time right now, because just like a few days ago, Bitcoin was at 65, 66 area. But in my case, because I'm literally been buying Bitcoin ever since it hit below 100,000. So I bought Bitcoin at 90,000. I bought Bitcoin at 80,000. And I just buy a little bit at a time. I buy 500 here, 500 there. And then when it hit that 65 mark, I started getting a little bit more aggressive. I started putting in about 1,000 each time I bought. So that's what you guys kind of want to do. You kind of just follow this fear and greed index and what we're reporting. And we'll let you guys know, like, hey, this is the time you want to start putting in a little bit more money than usual, because we can see the charts, we can see the way the price action and what's moving, where support and resistance is at. So we can definitely help you guys out. Just follow us when we're doing our crypto, and you guys will get rich with us. I promise you that. Not financial advice, though. This is just what we see and what we know. We've been in the crypto game for over, 5 years, maybe more now. Definitely over 5 years, because we've been knowing about it for a long time. Your global crypto market cap as a whole is sitting at 2.42 trillion. It is down 0.33%. Your top 5 trending coins for today: number 1 is Bitcoin. Number 2 is official Trump, which is up 36%. Number 3, Pax Gold, which is down 1.28%. Number 4, Banana for Scale. That one is up 39%. And number 5 is Ethereum. Let's go over your top 5 gainers and top 5 losers for today. Your top 5 gainers: number 1, Pepe Trump. That one is up 1,428%. Number 2, Pi Trump. That one is up 1,189%. Number 3, Harris Dogs. That one is up 901%. Number 4, we have D. D is up 579%. And number 5, Trump MAGA. That one is up 531%. Let's get into your top 5 losers for today. Number 1, Trump AI. That one is down 100%. Number 2, Space PI. That one is down 99.13%. Number 3, Penju AI is down 96.45%. Number 4, Purification is down 94.69%. And at number 5, we have CoinStock. That one is down 94.41%. All right, that is your guys' crypto for today. Like I said, we are kind of moving sideways. In my opinion, it looks like we are at the pretty much top for Bitcoin, and it'll probably start going back down once it does hit that 71, 72 mark, because that's just the way it's been going. And we are, from what it looks like, in a bear market, or at least starting to be in a bear market. Once Bitcoin hit that 120 mark and we started going down, that's when the cycle started going into the bear trends. Infinite says, my wife and I took a haunted bar crawl in Savannah, Georgia. Savannah, Georgia is the most haunted city in the U.S. The bar crawl took us past the Low House and the spot with the Gump bench. Oh, wow. That's pretty crazy. Infinite also says Savannah and New Orleans compete with each other for the title Most Haunted City. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know Savannah was haunted. But I believe it because you had a lot of civil war there. You had a lot of like slave trade stuff there going on. So I definitely feel like you probably see a lot of spirits there. It would, because of the stuff that occurred there in the past. And Infinite, I don't know if you watched our show yesterday, but Jay's conspiracy was actually this woman who brought a infrared camera with her, and she filmed the outside of the Buckingham Palace, bro. And the Buckingham Palace, the guards in the front of the palace, bro, they weren't giving off any heat signature at all. So it made everybody like online believe that they might have been like some reptilian fucking guards guarding the Buckingham Palace because they were dressed up in that normal suit that they have with those big ass hats. You could tell that they're super hot, or they would be super hot in those suits. But bro, no heat signature coming out of that shit. Some crazy shit, bro. I don't know. But definitely check that out. Infinite last night's conspiracy theory that Jay did. That shit was kind of crazy. All right, so let's move on and get into our horoscopes for tomorrow. This is going to be for March 14th, 2026, starting with the first sign of the zodiac, which is also my sign, Aries. Aries, tomorrow you will need to address a domestic home repair issue. Often you overlook small home repair problems. Fix that dripping tap or broken shelf tomorrow so there are no lingering tasks on your to-do list, which can create unnecessary stress in your home. By fixing these tasks now, you are creating more order in your environment. When your home is organized and improved, your efficiency in your life will also make you more productive at work. Damn, I don't. I'm. That threw me off a little bit, man. I didn't know I had something broken in my house. I gotta look around my house today. Shit. Oh well. And then we got Taurus. Tomorrow, one of your family members will require you to remain strictly neutral during a discussion. Emotions may run high during this exchange, and you will want to avoid any appearance of taking a side. Listen to the viewpoints being expressed before offering your thoughts. Gemini. Arranging your physical space will help you to eliminate mental clutter on the day after. Physical clutter will impede your productivity and ability to concentrate. Make time the following day to organize your desk or room so that when you finish, you will have much sharper, clear thoughts. You will think much more clearly once you get rid of your clutter. Then we got Cancer. The following day, you will assert yourself as an independent person in a close relationship. Establishing your personal space within your close relationships is a critical component of having a strong bond with someone else. Be explicit and kind in communicating your boundaries or limitations to your close friend. Uh, Maintaining your identity as a person will help create a strong relationship to your close friends. Then we got J sign Leo. Although being appreciated at home is more significant than being recognized, it can be easy to place too much importance on others' recognition. Real happiness comes from within your domestic life. Seek comfort with your family for true support and do not rely on outside applause tomorrow. Your close group will give you the power you need. Deep connections with those around you will enhance your happiness as much as fame. Then we got Virgo. Small adjustments to your schedule and daily habits will increase your day-to-day security. You see little things that most people don't see. Shift your scheduled activities to allow you a little more time to get them done. You will create a solid base for your future by being consistent in your daily habits and routines. Then we got Libra. Tomorrow, you will need to choose between convenience and fairness when making a decision. Generally, the easiest option will not produce satisfactory results. Therefore, think of the long-term outcome. When deciding between convenience and fairness, choose fairness over comfort. Then we got our Scorpio. In the next 24 hours, you will need to reestablish a boundary that has been crossed in your home. Recently, your family members have been overstepping their boundaries, and as a result, you will need to assert your desire for privacy. Establishing boundaries will help keep your home a peaceful place and avoid any resentment among family members regarding personal boundaries. Then we got our Sagittarius. If you have been restless, it may be because you feel confined in your home environment. You will feel a desire for more physical activity or adventure tomorrow, so consider channeling that energy into something productive around your house. Complete unfinished tasks you may have started at an earlier time. You can find ways to incorporate physical activity into your home environment to satisfy your restless feelings. Capricorn. Tomorrow, you will find a practical solution to a problem that has been an issue in your home. You must be able to separate emotions from facts to find answers, so consider your situation logically before making your decision. A straightforward solution will save you time and energy in the long run. After you find a solution to your problem, discuss your findings with your family and implement the solution. Then we got our Aquarius. Tomorrow will see a shift in your home environment due to new external factors affecting how you interact with others. You quickly adapt to new situations and mentions of interacting with others. Be flexible in your approach to adapting to the current situation. As you adapt quickly to the new situation, you will make the transition easier for others. Last but not least, we have our Pisces. Tomorrow, your withdrawal from the people in your home may lead to misunderstandings about your emotions. Your family and friends may be confused by your behavior because they cannot see why you need to withdraw from them to protect your feelings. Being open with your heart and communicating effectively with others will eliminate any tensions you have been feeling. All right, guys, that is our horoscopes for tomorrow. That's going to be for March 14th, 2026. We like to do that to kind of help guide you along your path every day. We got Infinite saying, we went to a bar that used to be a hospital. They found bones from amputated body parts in the basements. A bar with a haunted cat. If you have cat allergies, you would start sneezing. Oh, wow. So there was like a ghost cat in there, huh? That's pretty crazy. And Infinite says, you asked how I know about Forrest Gump and the Girl Scouts, and that is how I know from the haunted tour. Ah, got you. Got you. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Thanks for that information, by the way, too, man. I love these kind of fun facts. All right. Before we get on to our conspiracy of the night, I just want to say one time, shout out to everybody that is on today. Thank you so much for being here. We could not do this without you, so we definitely appreciate you, and we got much love for you. And for that, please, please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share so that we can share this with you, your family, and your friends. And, we can give them the daily dose of the topics and, sports. We got it all for you guys, so definitely don't forget to hit that likes, subscribe, and let's move on and get into our conspiracy of the night. So, because it is Friday the 13th, the day they taught us to fear power, let's get into the conspiracy about Friday the 13th. I wanted to pull it up and see what this is all about. So, let's talk about the day that has been surrounded by fear for centuries. Friday the 13th. The day people avoid flights, the day hotels skip the 13th floor, the day horror movies made famously by the film Friday the 13th, which turned into pure nightmare fuel. But what if that fear wasn't accidental? What if the reason people panic about Friday the 13th is because at one time, this day actually symbolized power? And over time, that meaning was flipped. So let's dig into it, guys. What is the real meaning of Friday the 13th? The number 13 was once a sacred number, guys. Long before modern superstition, the number 13 carried a completely different meaning. In many ancient traditions, 13 represented completion and transformation. Think about it. There are 13 lunar cycles in a year. The moon moves through its phases roughly 13 times between one winter and the next. That's why ancient cultures, especially those who followed lunar calendars, saw 13 as a symbol of cosmic rhythm, cycles of life, death, rebirth. Even the human body reflects this rhythm. Some spiritual traditions say the body moves through energetic cycles connected to the moon. So originally, 13 wasn't unlucky, it was aligned with nature. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe there's even 13 chakra points in the body. So let's talk about the Friday connection. The world itself traces back to Freya, the Norse goddess associated with love, fertility, magic, and spiritual wisdom. Friday was originally the day honoring the divine feminine, a day connected to intuition, emotion, and creative power. So when you combine the two symbols, Friday and 13th, you get something interesting. A day tied to natural cycles, feminine energy, and spiritual transformation. In other words, a day about power. When the meaning changed, so let's talk about how, something so sacred can become so terrifying of a meaning. One historical event has that gets mentioned a lot happened in 1307. On Friday, October 13th, the King of France, Philip IV of France, ordered the mass arrest of members of the Knights Templar. The Templars were a powerful religious order with massive wealth and influence across Europe. They were accused of heresy, tortured, and many were executed. Some historians believe this event helped cement the idea that Friday the 13th was cursed. Whether that connection is coincidence or symbolism is still debated. But the timing certainly stuck in cultural memory. And here's where the whole conspiracy kind of angle comes together. Once fear is attached to something, it spreads fast. Stories grow, movies reinforce the idea, media repeats it, and eventually people don't question it anymore, they just feel it. That's why some conspiracy thinkers say that Friday the 13th might actually be an example of psychological conditioning. Turn a powerful symbol into something frightening, and people will avoid it instead of embracing it. And let's talk about the spiritual theory. Some spiritual traditions believe that certain days carry stronger energetic patterns, moments where reflection, meditation, and awareness feel more intense. If Friday connects to intuition and 13 connects to transformation, then together they symbolize a moment of internal awakening. Instead of bad luck, it could represent a reset point, a day to step back, observe your patterns, and realign your thinking. Think about it. Fear contracts the mind, awareness expands it. So if people spend the day afraid, they're not spending it thinking. And let's talk about the psychological angle. When millions of people believe something is unlucky, their behavior changes. They hesitate, they second guess decisions, they expect things to go wrong. Psychologists call this expectation bias. If you believe something bad will happen, your brain starts looking for proof, so the myth reinforces itself. The day becomes unlucky because people believe it is to be unlucky. Simple as that. Some conspiracy thinkers believe the original symbolism of Friday the 13th was flipped on purpose. Take something tied to intuition, cycles, and spiritual awareness and turn it into something people run from. Because if people avoid it, they never explore its deeper meaning. They never pause, they never question the system, they just accept narrative, fear instead of curiosity. The real question, guys, is Friday the 13th cursed? Maybe the question is who benefits from the story? Because when you look at history, religion, mythology, and psychology, I'm so sorry, I can't speak today, and psychology, you start seeing how symbols can change meaning over time, sometimes naturally and sometimes intentionally. So, at the end of the day, guys, we always give you these conspiracy theories, and you guys have to think for yourselves. Is Friday the 13th just another day on the calendar? Or might it be a cultural echo of something much older, something much more powerful? A moment once tied to spiritual cycles and transformation. But somewhere along the way, the meaning shifted from power to fear. And when something powerful becomes something frightening, most people stop looking any deeper, which might be exactly that point, guys. So, yeah, that is the conspiracy. And we definitely have to think about it and get a little bit deeper into it and see what is the real meaning of this stuff. Excuse me, I just got the hiccups. So give me a second. Infinite says, last Friday the 13th, I told you old buildings in Chicago do not have 13th floor. The elevators have 12 buttons and a 14 button, but no 13 button. Yeah, exactly. That's what we're saying, man. It's all tied in together. I really think that there's a deeper meaning to the Friday the 13th, and it's actually like a positive meaning, which they flipped because they don't want us transformate. They don't want us spiritually activating ourselves, transforming ourselves into a deeper realm. They don't want that from us, guys. So they definitely are going to do things like that, especially on days that should be celebrated with spirituality and turn them into something totally different. Makes sense, guys. Makes sense. All right. That is pretty much it for us. But before we let you go, we always like to give you your final words of wisdom. So, Jay, before we go, what do you have to say to the average day Joes today?
I'm going with Niccolo Machiavelli. Power is the pivot on which everything hinges. He who has the power is always right. The weaker is always wrong. That's what I'm going with today. Very self-explanatory.
Okay. Do you want to kind of explain it a little bit?
Power. So first you get the money, then you get the power, you know, and the weaker is always wrong. It's very straightforward. That's it.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
It's always okay. I got you. I always like to kind of go off of things that you say, so I'm trying to like understand a little bit more. So, like, if you're a weak, meaning
Would
weak
you
meaning
like
like you
me
don't
to
have money.
explain power? Power, if you want me to explain power, power means you make power moves, make power, like, make power moves, do power things in your life to where people, you don't look at them as beneath you, but they are not on your level, meaning you are making all these power moves and the weaker is wrong. That's how it's just Machiavelli, how he is sometimes with how he speaks. That's all. If you've
Right,
ever read anything by Machiavelli, he's very like that. That's it. He's all about power, this, that, everything has to do with that. Everything has to do with all your moves, your behaviors, and everything. And if someone's people aren't on those levels, you view them as weaker. That's it. And in
got
this case, he said the weaker is always wrong. That's how he was. And I like Machiavelli because when I read a lot of his stuff, it's very like it gets me very I think about it. Bless you.
you. Right,
I think about it because I'm like, damn, he really thought he was really like that, you know?
right.
That's it. It's not
Makes
a bad
sense.
thing. It's just how he is. And
Yeah.
I bring up a lot of Machiavelli. I haven't brought up Machiavelli in a while. I've been on, I was on Seneca, Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, even some social media influencers. So I went back to Machiavelli.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, guys, just to kind of finish off on the point that Jay is saying, in many moments throughout history, power has often been mistaken for truth. Those who hold power can shape the narrative, while the weak are easily dismissed or unheard. But real wisdom is understanding the difference between authority and righteousness. True strength is not just the ability to dominate, it is the ability to act with fairness, integrity, and restraint, even when you have the power to do otherwise. Power without wisdom leads to corruption, but power guided by discipline and honor builds something lasting. So seek strength, but also seek character, because the greatest form of power is not forcing others to submit, It is mastering yourself and using your strength with purpose. And just to kind of finish off of a spiritual quote for you guys, power may command the moment, but integrity commands the legacy. All right, that is pretty much it for us. Real quick, Infinite says U.S. attacks Iran's Karg Island. Now, if you if you Google Trump and island, you see news on Karg Island. Yes, sir. Yeah, no, definitely. We actually reported on that, Infinite. I think right before you jumped on our stream today, we just finished reporting on that whole, scenario that Iran, that island got attacked by the U.S. Also, I believe we also said that what was said that they're going to be bringing about 2,500 Marines into the area. So that was the other thing that was coming with this whole thing, that this island got attacked. That's what we reported on today. Cool. All right, guys. Well, this is the end of our show. We do not have a gym live, but Jay will explain everything to you here as we close out the show for you guys.
Yeah, we will have gym shorts for you later, and Chef with Jeff tomorrow. Gym live Monday, right after our show. So we will see you. Yeah, we will see you. Have a great weekend. Thank you for being here from every platform. But yeah, we will see you Monday. We have our podcast at 8:30, gym live at like late night.
Cool. All right, y'all. Thank you again.